afternoon, Nomad Drifters. Thank you for joining us for yet another video. Today, we're going to spend some time on a topic that people ask me all the time. Hey, how do you figure out where to go, what to do, and so on? And I really try to be very nimble where I go, kind of how I choose about traveling. People think that traveling is like these exercise for people that have a lot of money, and really what it comes down is that traveling is an exercise for people that are very organized more than anything. When it comes to trying to go places, you don't have to book the most expensive ticket. You also don't need to have a predetermined place where to go. It's important to be able to kind of change on a dime and know that you're gonna go where kind of things take you. And for that, I want to walk you through these tools that I use often when, hey, perhaps the budget is not there, but we're trying to make sure that we get out and see something new because it's just what our wanderlust does to us, right? Like we want to get out there and see new things, and we don't have the means to do it all the time. So as you get into that area where, hey, you're trying to figure out what's next, this is a tool I recommend. Skyscanner.com is a page that I've been using for many years, and I've booked travel through it a lot. A big thing I will say is it gives you a little bit more constraints that perhaps booking directly through the airline or booking through Expedia. Skyscanner is what you want to use if you're going to be really traveling on a budget, but it will allow you to see where you can go without spending too much brain power and without spending too much money. So let's dive in. When you go to Skyscanner, you're going to see your traditional travel page. You're going to see where from, where to. But where Skyscanner is different to the rest is that it really allows you to use a feature called Explore Everywhere. Now, they've noticed this feature calls attention. This feature's been there forever, but they finally started to making a little bit more noise about it. But even here where it says traveling to, you can go ahead and click on explore everywhere. And let's say that, hey, I want to go somewhere from today until Tuesday. And booking a trip for the same day can be quite challenging sometimes. Let's go ahead and let's say it's myself and my wife, and I'm gonna go ahead and click apply and look at that. It's gonna show me all the places where I can go from cheapest to most expensive today. So for $107, I could fly to Denver, Colorado and come back Tuesday. So all of a sudden, I didn't know where I was going, and now I know a place where I can go back and forth for $107, and both flights are direct. So now let's give it another try, right? Skyscanner.com is the page that we're going to use. Remember, Chicago. And in this case, I'm going to use Explore Everywhere again. Now, for your pages where you're going to book travel to a place that you know you're going to, I would still go with a site that's a little bit more all inclusive, for lack of better words. But if it's no frills, you don't really care, you just want to go see something new, Skyscanner. Now, to see even cheaper and more options, you could click here and just say that you're flexible with your dates, but that you want to go somewhere in July. Let's say you want to take your family somewhere. Just make it flexible July, and it'll search there for you, and it'll show you, hey, you could literally go to Mexico for $98. That's very cheap. And it's going to show you a few other places. Colombia is home for me. You could go back and forth there, $151. You're going to find trips to France for $266. Most people that don't travel don't even know that you can find these type of deals. When I click there, it's going to show me, okay, look, you could go to Paris for about $266. You click in there, and it's going to show you literally the dates in which you could achieve that sort of prices, and it'll help you chart them too. So perhaps if you wanted to go on Tuesday the 9th of July and come back on the 21st. So here you go. Find flights. All of a sudden helps you search for those flights and you're gonna find them there for you. So let's give it a second and here you go. Starts finding those cheap flights for you. We didn't even know we were gonna search into going to France. Now all of a sudden you have a flight that's really not that bad. It's 10 hours to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. That's a pretty normal flight with one stop. So as you look for those things, remember you don't have to stress out. You don't need to plan every single thing. If traveling on a budget is a thing, if you're looking for more of the no frills thing, just go in there. Look at Skyscanner, explore everywhere, and see what type of deals you can get. And surely you'll find something that might adapt to your budget. As you saw there were trips within the US starting at $27. So check it out. If you have any questions or any thoughts, throw it in the comments. And by no means I'm disregarding that. In fact, there's times in life we will not be able to afford even the $27 one, but at least knowing these will let you have a target in mind. You don't need to save $10,000 for a trip. You don't need to save $5,000 for a trip. You can literally make a trip with a couple $100 if you're really that curious about the world and want to go culture yourself. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to our next video.